Pop quiz. Which study plan usually helps you remember longer? Cramming once, rereading nonstop, or reviewing at spaced out times? Keep your answer in mind because we'll come back to it in a moment. In this video, you'll learn how spaced repetition helps your brain hold on to information, why cramming fades quickly, and how to use review timing to study more efficiently. Learning does not only depend on what you study, it also depends on when you come back to it. Spaced repetition means reviewing information after short breaks, then after longer breaks, as the memory gets stronger. Here is the big idea. A new memory can fade if you do not return to it. Each well-timed review brings the memory back and makes it easier to remember next time. Without review, details often fade. That is normal. Spaced repetition helps because it brings information back before it gets too hard to remember. That effort tells your brain the information is worth keeping. So, the pop quiz answer is reviewing at spaced out times. Cramming once or rereading nonstop may feel helpful in the moment, but spaced reviews are better for long-term memory because they bring the same idea back over time. For example, imagine you are learning that manzana means apple. You study it today, then you test yourself tomorrow. If you remember it, you review it again a few days later. If you still remember it, the next review moves farther away. A spaced repetition system can adjust to your answer. If a card feels easy, it waits longer before showing it again. If you forget it, it comes back sooner. That way, your review time goes where it is most useful. One common mistake is thinking spaced repetition means rereading the same notes again and again. The stronger move is retrieval. Try to answer first, then check. Pulling the answer from memory is what makes review more effective. So far, we have covered two key tools. Space your reviews over time and test yourself before looking at the answer. Want to remember this technique long-term? Tap the link for Quizlet study tools. Then jump back into the video. Lock in what you learned and keep going. Now, let's transfer the idea. Spaced repetition is not only for vocabulary. You can use it for facts, definitions, formulas, dates, diagrams, and processes. Suppose you are studying biology. The front of the card asks, "What does the mitochondrion do?" Before flipping it over, you say the answer out loud. It helps release usable energy for the cell. To make this card stronger, keep it simple. First, ask one clear question. Next, hide the answer. Then add one helpful visual. Finally, review it again after a short gap, not 5 times in a row. Here is another example. For history, instead of asking only for a date, ask why an event mattered. Why did colonists protest the Stamp Act? The answer connects printed materials, a tax stamp, and anger about representation. A common error is making one giant card that asks too much at once. If a card feels messy, split it up. One card can ask for a definition. Another can ask for an example. Another can ask for a cause. Here is a simple routine. Learn a small set today. Review it the next day. Review it again a few days later. Then, review it the next week. As you remember more easily, stretch the gap. The goal is not to study all day. The goal is to return at the right moments. Even a few focused minutes can build a stronger memory when the timing and the practice work together. To summarize, Spaced repetition helps you remember by timing reviews before ideas get too hard to recall. Use active recall instead of just rereading. If something feels easy, review it later. If something feels hard, bring it back sooner. If you want to practice what you learned today, check the links in the description for Quizlet's memorization guide and study tools designed to help you remember it longer. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video.